Tipsy's lovely moment where we're going to discuss tea.
Okay.
Okay. Who's your celebrity crush that you would survive in a relationship with them?
A funny guy would trump a good-looking guy for me all day, every day. Besides a smart guy, the first thing that came to mind was like Pete Davidson.
Oh, he's such a good guy as well, you know.
Yes.
He's always wanted to be a dad.
And oh my gosh, big dick energy.
My
The
God.
girls he dated.
Definitely. Now, have you ever lied to get out of a date? And what was the excuse?
No.
And who did you call? You haven't. So,
I'm nice
yes,
like
because
that.
you are the one. Oh, so you stay.
I stick through it.
But okay, what was that worst date then?
I wouldn't call it super worst date, but like catfish level. Catfished almost because, so in photos, they definitely my type. That's why I agreed to meeting up, you know. But then when I reached there, they're like shorter in person or skinnier in person, you know, or less hair in person. It's still the same.
Old photo pala.
Yes, exactly. An old photo or like a heavily filtered photo like this. I have experienced that. And even if I knew that there was no second date, I cannot lie my way through it because I think they can tell. So I just sit through it. But I will not prolong it like definitely maximum 1 hour. I will just, I will not really just show up 15 minutes and make up an excuse. No, I've never.
And also, you won't give mixed signals, so you already show that you're not interested or something. Is that right? Fake your way through it, girl.
No. I will look as if I'm interested in the conversation, not in the person, in the conversation, okay? If he asks more about personal, like towards himself, I will steer away the conversation to a more casual one. Yeah, but not to the point like,
so nothing too serious.
yes, if he keeps talking about himself, I will not tune in like, yes, tell me more now.
Yeah.
I will change the
Okay, now let's get more
Have you,
juicy.
have you?
Lied out on a date? I may have. Yeah, I may have, and I called a friend because I can't see myself staying because I think the worst one I had was he was so boring, and also he's matanda. You know, like he said,
couldn't
also
sit through it.
Yeah, I think I was catfished. Yeah, I was catfished as well, and he was very serious. So if you trying to veer away from the serious topic, this one na talaga gusto niya ng kasal. Siguro 21 years old lang ako, kasal agad. Hindi ko naman siya type. So hindi ka makalusot. So I just said, you know what, ang sakit nito, parang tatae ata ako, ganon. Tapos I had to call a friend. So tuwagan mo, kunyari may emergency, mga ganong estilo. So nagawa ko, I can't sit it through because I just feel like it would leak on my face. Mas pangit, di ba? So ito, let's go get juicy, okay? Who was, if there is one, who was your worst ex and why?
Kung pang-ilan siya, ang dami
Okay,
ex.
go, sige.
Hindi ko kinaya.
Nag-iipon ka, girl?
Ang ganda ni girl.
May bangko ka ng ex.
daming ex. Si i-bleep mo?
Oo, i-bleep ko, go.
Kilala mo?
Teka lang. Oh my God, you have to, why? You have to, show me the photo.
Ay, hindi ko alam kung
Bakit
nasan siya.
siya?
Hindi pa mang
Oh my God, why? Bakit siya worst?
May kuya
Is it
yun.
easy
May
kadiri?
kuya yun, sis. May kuya siya. Baka kabatch mo, kabatch ginger. Mayaman
Sino? Sabi mo, sino nga? Ay, sinong kuya?
Sikat, and wait, ang real name nung
Teka lang.
na-date ko, kuya niya ba?
How do you spell? Okay, one word. Oh my God, nakita ko siya sa FB. Ito ba siya?
Yes. Yes.
Bakit hindi ko siya matandaan, Day?
May brother
Okay, tell
siya.
me why. So, sino yung brother niya? Ano pangalan?
Higher batch, so either kabatch mo or kabatch ni Ginger. Hindi ko alam.
Parang, oh my God, natatandaan ko na. Ito siya, di ba?
Si brother di ko maalala ha. Kasi, pero si yung yung walang print sa damit, yung maliit lang sa gilid, yan yung ex ko.
Oo.
Yung brother niya yung kakilala mo?
I knew it. Okay, go. Bakit?
Hi.
Bakit siya?
Siya, hindi ko mabagay pang ilan siya, pero siya, kasi walang kwenta.
Kasi walang kwenta.
Parang very spoiled na ano.
Ay talaga? Kasi mayaman?
Yes, mayaman. Basta walang kwenta. Wala rin utak. Actually, totoong walang utak kasi repeater yan eh.
Palala ng palala.
Kabatch yung guy na yan, yung dinate ko, kasi Ginger. Ginger is 2 years older than me.
Ang worst nga.
Oo, totoo. Sa alala ko, after a few years, syempre wala na kami at may parang college o baka nga nagtatrabaho na kami. Nalulong sa...
Grabe, sunod-sunod na yung buhay niya. Hindi ka pa niya interesado sa kanya.
Kasi naman nagkwento sa akin. Kasi nasa circle ni Ginger eh.
So siyempre si Jerry na naman.
Chismis, oo. So alam na yung chismis. So kinento na
si
sa
Jerry.
chismis. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, siya ang worst mo.
Yes.
Ano yung worst fashion crime mo? Alam ko na sasabihin ni Jerry sa akin, ha? Elephant pants. Kasi hanggang ngayon, tukso niya pa rin sa akin yan, eh. Putik-putik to yung pants ko, di ba?
Naalala ko din, ikaw nga yung elephant pants.
Tarantado ka.
Oh my
Uy,
God.
nagsusuot uli ako ng elephant pants,
Ako
di ba?
ngayon wala akong elephant. Wide lang. Naman elephant. Wide lang.
Grabe yung elephant. Elephant bootleg.
Elephant.
Bootleg.
Grabe yung elephant. Naalala ko talaga kahit putik-putik na, suot mo siya dahil uso.
Oo, grabe. Gustong-gusto ko yung fashion. Ako.
Shoes mo yung velcro. Naalala mo?
Grabe ko namang velcro.
Girl, totoo.
Ay, yung Adidas?
Basta may velcro
Yung
na.
velcro.
Oo, may velcro.
No, Mary Jane's effect.
Yes. Alam mo, yung Mary Jane effect. Pusta sikat
Hindi,
ulit yun.
hindi ba ano ba? Hindi ba Jirbo?
Basta, yun.
Parang Jirbo ata yun.
Sikatan nila
Okay, go.
yun, na parang Mary Jane.
Ano yung sayo?
Tingin ko yung Avril Lavigne days. Yung may necktie.
Puta.
Remember?
Teka lang, hahanap ako ha. Yes, maghahanap ako ng picture. Tapos yung buhok mo pa, no, kulot-kulot na yung wavy.
Yes.
Kasi wavy tayo because of our dad.
Yes.
So yung wavy mo, na kaganyan pa, magbangs na Justin Bieber.
Yes, or may palos.
Maikse.
Naka-necktie na nga may palos pa.
Fuck, hahanapin ko yung palos na yung putang ina. Kailangan mahanap natin yan. 3, ang duwag, ikaw.
Yeah.
Ang dami mong matatakot, napaka-matatakotin mo.
I think so,
Grabe.
yes.
Sobrang ingay. May multo agad.
Yes.
So what's the weirdest or the most irrational fear you have?
Feeling ko hindi siya irrational. Feeling ko totoong fear to. Ayokong naglalakad sa mataas na heights. Kunyari merong overpass. Yung may bridge na kailangan. Ayoko.
Bakit?
Feeling ko hindi matatag yung bridge. Feeling ko bubuka. Alam mo yung joke na sana bumuka yung lupa at kainin ako. Feeling ko mangyayari siya.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Ang weird mo nga.
Ayoko na.
Grabe, hindi naman yun ang fear ko. Ano ba ang fear ko? Pag nasa Pinas kami mong fear talaga eh. Kasi naman pag nilalakad
Hold up,
ng gabi. Ang fear, yes, yun ang fear ko. Tutubuhan ako ng kutsilyo, yung ganon. Grabe.
Real naman yan. Hindi
Okay.
man yan irrational. Talaga namang may gigripo sa'yo sa Pilipinas.
What's the most daring you have done when you were younger? Because I know you were a party girl before, but what's the most daring thing you've ever done?
Uy, so much. But I think the one that will take the cake will be, grabe, nagkaroon ng pa-contest na sa club, just ang cheap, ang mapapalanunan pa is isang case ng beer. Diba?
Siyempre, nung bata tayo, ang laki na nun.
Yes! Siyempre, libre inom. Mapapainom mo yung tropa mo. Diyos ko, yung contest, sasayaw ng binubuhusan ng tubig. Wet loop. Diba? Parang pa-Pegasus na.
Sumali ka?
Siyempre, alak yun eh. Lahat ng pa-contest.
Nanalo ka ba?
Hindi, siyempre. Hindi ako marunong sumayaw eh. Nadadouse lang
Ay,
ako
oo
ng
nga
water.
pala.
Kachipan, diba?
So, para kang basang sisiw.
Yes.
Nung nagbasa-basa ka. So, sumayaw ka ba?
Naman.
Grabe. Talagang kachipan para na si Jeep as di ba?
Na-testing ko din
My
sumayaw
God.
sa taas ng table. Hindi pa contest, sumayaw lang ako sa taas ng table.
My God, kasi alam mo sa ating tatlo, hindi ako talaga pala inom nung bata tayo. So, nung mga storyang ganyan, ang dami ko storya ngayong adult na ako. Nakakahiya. Grabe, no? Yeah, sumayaw din ako sa table eh.
Diba? Kanya-kanyang face lang yan.
Nakikipag-usap pa nga ako. Yung face ko delay. Di ba nakakahiya? Tanda ko na. 37, di ba? Yung huling ko, ang chismisan nakikipag-usap ako sa basurahan. Oo, hello. Ito ko pang ganun we're friends. Sa UK pa nakakahiya, di ba? Baka sabihin ng mga Pilipino, grabe nakikipag-usap sa...
Never ako nagkaroon.
Good for you kasi ako, yun ang moments ko. Kwento ni Martin, nakikipag-usap ka sa basura. Talaga? Sabi ko, sigurado ka baka ako pa yung pinulot mo, baka ng ibang babae yan. Binidyo niya eh. So yun nga, may kausap akong basura. Anyway, hindi ko to episode. Bakit ba nilalaglag ang sarili ko? Okay, here. Did you ever get drunk like crazy? Like, do you have a memory of it?
Drunk like crazy is typical really of
Your past drinking life.
Yes, very typical to.
So, but what's the crazy part about it though? Like, what did you do and do you have a memory of it?
Let me just tell you how I lived through that. Merong phase talaga na naging party girl tal. 'Di ba from Laguna tayo, sa probinsya. Merong club din doon, merong sikat na club din doon, nadala ko din kayo din. Anyway,
sa Paseo kasi, hello.
Exactly. Yes, meron din doon. Pero ang nagkaroon ng phase noon na dumadayo kami ng Manila kasi nandun yung city clubbing. Nagkaroon din ako ng phase ko na gano'n na yun yung trip kong party, yung nakaayos. So, umabot sa point na yung party friends ko noon, walang available. Pumupunta ako ng party mag-isa. But,
wow.
Yes, ganun
Klase ka.
Yes, ganun ka-addict sa party. Kilala ko ng bouncer, kilala ko ng DJ. I don't feel so alone na parang, ay wala akong kasama ka-party. I know all the bouncers and I can go straight to the DJ's booth. Because we are frequent goers. Kilala kami ng tao ng club. So I can go to the DJ's booth anytime I want. Meron akong ganung phase. Tapos, ang normal, dahil malala nga kami mag-inom doon. Ang dami pa ako. Pwede ako lang. Na malala ako mag-inom doon. Diba? Dinamay ko pa sila. Pero malala din sila mag-inom doon. Pero dahil about sa akin to. So malala ako mag-inom doon. Ang typical moment. So iinom ng sobra. Tapos gigising ako. Hindi ko alam kung nasan ako at kung paano ako nakapunta doon. Ilang beses na nangyari yun. Na alam ko,
hindi ako mabot doon.
Pumarty ako dito. Tapos magigising ako, nasa malayong lugar na ako. Nasa bahay ako ni ganyan, nasa kwarto ako. At hindi ko kilala.
Shit.
Yes.
Hindi ko naranasan yan. Siguro alam mo kung ako sa akin nangyari yan. Baka sa basura. Pagising ko, bakit ako nandito? Kasi nakausap ko di ba? May dito ko sa basura di ba? Sa basura, gising ko, katabi ko open can of tuna.
Si Cham. Siya yung mostly nakasama ko ng party sa syudad. Buti na lang, meron kaming girl code na kahit anong mangyari, hindi tayo maghihiwalay. So if someone's passed...
Ano yung girl code nyo?
Yun nga, na parang kung may isa nang passed out sa ikaw rin designated driver. Hindi ka na pwedeng malasing kasi may lasing ng isa sa atin. May kailangan nating mag-crash ng house.
Did it ever you both pass out?
No.
So yun yung understanding, yun yung communication nyo. So you kind of like watch each other as well. So you can see, okay, Julia, nako, delikado na.
Yes.
It's
ang galing exchanging na. Yes. I never had a bad experience like yung traumatizing experience.
Naiwan ka mag-isa.
Yes.
Yeah. What's one thing that your sister hates about you that you know of?
I don't think any one of you hates this about me, but I think it's one of the things you don't. You wish I would do better. Being lazy.
Yeah, ang tamad mo nga. Yun nga sasabihin ko, buti na lang tama Kasi pag iba pa baka feelingera naman ito.
Being lazy, right?
Oo, ang tamad. Yeah, tamad mag-drive, tamad ang tawag dito, tamad sa bahay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tamad maligo, tamad maghugas, tamad magganyan, magpinggan.
Yeah.
Tamad.
Yeah. So it's not like madumi sa bahay, but it's very tamad.
Yes.
So she keeps the house clean, but after that, don't expect her to do anything.
Yes.
Even lift a finger, lift her eyes, no? So
you know what?
even if she's got a car, yun nga Siguro lahat tayo tamad no? Pero medyo ikaw yung tinamaan ng tinamaan ng tamad talaga.
Tapos ako doon sa tamad.
Yung sabi ni God, okay, here's the tamad behavior. Naku, Julia, nandoon po siya, number 1. Nasa queue po siya.
Lazy girl.
Give 3 things on your bucket list.
Wala ako bucket list actually. Pero when I've done these 2 things and when I think about this other thing, naisip ko, if I ever will have a bucket list kasama sila. One thing na hindi ko pa nagagawa na I remember na hanggang ngayon iniisip ko na gusto ko siyang gawin. Very mababaw Hindi siya groundbreaking. See a concert of an artist, Swedish House Mafia and Kanye West. First of all, yung Swedish House Mafia, disbanded na sila. So, baka imposible na. And Kanye
Yeah.
West is no longer a working artist. Medyo teng-teng na siya, so I don't know. Dalawa, no?
Mahirap na bucket list yan.
Yung dalawa na nagawa ko na naisip ko na, puta, kung may bucket list ako kasama to, is yung experiencing the hot air balloon in Cappadocia. It was never in my bucket list because wala naman nga akong bucket list. But when I did it, na-realize ko na I would highly recommend this because ngayon, kung may bucket list ako, kasama to sa bucket list to. Kasi iba yung feeling. Then, next is yung... Well, I just recently watched Dave Chappelle. You know the saying na you're just fragments of people who were once meaningful in your life or like a big part of your life. Kasi I remember I was only introduced to stand-up comedy by this one ex. And ever since then, I learned how to appreciate stand-up comedy na hindi sila basta komedyante lang. May utak. I mean, mahirap yung ginagawa nila. So, he introduced me to all the stand-up comedians, and favorite niya is si Dave Chappelle. And I started watching him as well. So, parang ever since then, favorite ko na rin si Dave Chappelle. Until now.
Was it good?
Yes.
It was just quite recent, right?
Yes. Very fulfilling for me, and naisip ko again, bucket list to for me.
So you would say, because you don't have a bucket list, because you're kind of like very intended to try a lot of things.
Yes.
So you're in that phase now.
Yes.
Yeah, because you travel a lot, right?
Yes.
And you're also the type of person, if I'm the type of person who can go to the cinema on my own, you are the type of person who can travel on your own.
I get, I don't think I want to try watching the cinema alone.
Yeah. Me, I think I can travel alone. I don't mind.
Okay.
So I think that makes you really adventurous because it's cinema is cinema. You could just come in and you come home safely and then just watch a telly, watch on a big telly. But traveling is massive.
Yes.
I don't think I've done it before. I always do it with someone because I always want to laugh with someone when I do something, share it with someone. But on my own, I wish I've done it. Maybe one day that could be my bucket list.
Not too late.
Okay, now we're going on to the last part of our episode. Jewel, as this episode is about you, I'd like to talk about the time you left the Philippines, and this is one of the hardest part you've done because you've got a child. You had Sky in the Philippines at the time when you had to leave. So what made you decide to leave Philippines and work abroad? And what did you fear most about it?
Thinking about it now, whether I had to go away or not. And when I say that, I mean financially, whether I had to earn more than what I was earning back then, or maybe if it was a different side of the coin where we were comfortable, I really believe that I still would have left the country. I really have a clear picture of myself going out of my comfort zone. I was ready and willing to do everything in my power for me to be able to live the life that I was actually seeing for me. So it really was short for me that I'm gonna be moving away. It's just when and where.
So now, just for the context of everybody who's watching and listening to this, you live in Dubai now. For how long?
7 years, girl.
Okay. So how was your life in Dubai?
First 3 years is not as hard as the other people who've gambled. Here, I went through the typical notions of living in a shared room, in a shared space with 21 people, with 2 bathrooms only in 1 kitchen. I've lived through that, but it's not as hard as the other stories I've heard, It was rough. It was all Ginger who helped me go here, fulfill my dreams. But it was a gamble. I was willing to take a risk. I was even mentally also preparing myself to okay, this is definitely a gamble. You will leave everything behind, spend all your savings here, and there's no guarantee that you will be able to reap off the rewards. Again, it was just borrowed money from Ginger. But luckily, I guess it's also, everything is just written.
I think, because of your mentality at the time, you were mentally prepared about a lot of things, and you also have a vision of your life there. It changed the trajectory of your life. Julia is now working, very successful working woman in Dubai. She has her own place and a car herself, and she has finally her daughter. So your daughter, Sky, is finally with you in Dubai after waiting for so many years, right? And it's such a huge reward for you. What's one thing you're deeply proud of, but you rarely say out loud?
I think for pushing through, especially during times when you don't want to anymore. It hurts also, having the mentality of I have no choice, because we don't want to live like that, like I have no choice but to do this. I think that I'm most proud of myself because so many thousand times where I could have just up and go, I could have just given up, but I didn't. I was in the headspace of, you know what, I'm here already, let's do it.
I'm so proud of you.
It paid off.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. You've achieved a lot, and you've gone through a lot, but I think the achievement is more. How do you practice self-love when you're going through hard times?
After I gave birth to Sky, it's true what they say that when you have a child, it gives you meaning. If it not for Sky, I think I would not have direction, because I'm not only thinking about myself, I have to think of another person who's 100% dependent on me, So I could not just be making any bad decisions that would also affect her. That definitely gave me direction, and just from knowing that I have to take care not just myself but another person is what really led me to where I am now. The decisions I made along the way, the opportunities I took, or the rejections I had to muster through is, it just all culminating to this day right now where I am, and I'm happy where I am. I mean, I could be so much happier, but you know what, I could also be so much more in despair. So you know what, I'm not gonna complain.
How do you set the boundaries? Teach me. That you even shock people.
There was a time in my life where I really did not have to. I wasn't in a relationship, so I was able to focus on myself and also think about for Sky, for our future, because ever since I made the decision to separate with her dad, it was ingrained in my head that okay, maybe you will never have someone to help you. Also because remember, I had a strong woman
example to look at. Yeah.
So I was in this mindset that okay, you don't need anyone's help, so you just help yourself and someone is relying on you. So it was a big chunk of it was 7 years of me being single, and I was able to do everything that I want with my life. And during those years, a lot of bad things also happened. You're at war with yourself. Do you want a guy to satisfy you, or to validate you, or to be with you? That was also very tumultuous for someone who's entering the 20s, And plus with me, it's even more complicated because entering the 20s, being a single mother and trying and also working for myself and for my daughter, and also helping with the family as well. Still, for those 7 years, I learned to love myself, like unbreakable love, unconditional love for myself. And that's coming out of that singlehood, when I was ready to entertain, people who would want to take care of me. I was so sure of what I want, of how to take care of myself, of to actually know when someone's trying to take advantage of me or just want something out of me. From that 7-year strength with my relationship with myself alone, I think that's where all my strength came from,
I think so. I was gonna say that I think that 7 year was really, really important. Your life turned around 360 to actually find your worth So when you got out of that 7 year, you know what you want, you know what to look for, you know when to walk away.
Yes.
And it just, you built yourself with that 7 years. So I would say the question here is, you're not scared to be alone.
I think yes and no. For me personally, the meaning of life is sharing it with someone. What's good in having all this money if I don't have someone to share it with, or if I don't have anyone to come home to and tell how the day was, you know? So if there's no one for me, oh my God forbid, then I think I will be able to accept it. I hope so. But leaning into there must be someone for me.
But that 7 year taught you how to be with yourself, how to
Yes.
love yourself. So it
Yes.
taught you a lot of lesson about yourself. So this is, I think kind of like solidified your boundary setting.
Yes, me as a
attitude.
person, because you know what they say, like, whatever bad thing you will tell me, I've already told myself. You know, or you cannot shake me anymore. I know myself.
I love that. I think, I don't know if I was ever alone, you know, if I was ever single, because I'm always like, no, I keep on throwing myself out
Yes.
there, throwing myself under the bus to find the right person.
Yes.
So luckily enough, I found the right guy who I can learn myself while I was in a
Yes.
relationship. Yeah. So it really, life is so funny in a lot of ways, you know, that they always say, you know, you cannot find yourself while you're in a relationship. Yeah, you can. When you are with the right person, yes, you can. But if you are in the wrong person, you can't. Because
Yes.
while you're finding yourself, you will also help the other person find themselves. So I found myself. So hopefully I'm also helping Martin find himself. But that's relationship, right? So it works hand in hand. So going back to Sky, but what lesson did your daughter teach you without, you know, her saying the word?
I think really just no option for giving up. I think that's it. Like pushing through it. Like you can't. You don't feel like going to work today. You know what? You're still going. You don't feel like doing this. You're gonna do it anyway.
I think this is a parent thing, you know. Like once you have a child depending on you, then it becomes less about you.
It's true. Like superwoman talaga. Totoo talaga.
Yeah, exactly. But what does healing look like for you today? Because you've gone through so much, and I bet you're still healing through some of them, and that includes Papsi's story. But what does healing look like for you today?
Taking it one day at a time. So yes, I've built this strong armor telling myself, you want to give up today? No, you can't do that. Acknowledge the fact that, hey, it's okay. You don't have to, you know, be strong today. You don't have to be jolly, or you don't have to say hi to everyone you meet. You yourself is having a not so great day. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. As much as I am hard on myself, I also have a space of forgiving myself. Like today, you know what?
That's good. Yeah.
You didn't do it, and it's fine. Just try to do it tomorrow.
I think that 7 year taught you so much. It's just like completely a different Buding that I know. It's completely different Julia. So, you know, I think I shouldn't be surprised really, because we're all aging, you know, it's the age and all that. But I think, I don't think if it's just the aging alone. I don't think so. I think life has really taught you so much, and you didn't have to go through a lot of challenges anyway to learn that. You just had to be with yourself, and that's what you did, you know. So now,
That's true.
I'd like to know 2 questions. One is, if we go back to the 17-year-old version of you where you found out you're pregnant and she's there right in front of you, what would you tell her? And what do you think she'd tell you?
I think I will tell her, you will make it. In a long stretch, you might think you won't, but you will actually make it.
And what do you think she'll tell you now?
I think my 17-year-old self will say, I'm so happy I stuck through it.
Yeah, well done to us. She'll say that. If you see your version of yourself who has everything, who's reached all the dreams that you've always wanted, you visualize a lot of things in life, Jewel. If you see that version of you who's got everything that you always wanted, what do you think she'll tell you? now.
Oh my God, I hope she will tell me that your heart's desire is so close. You're about to reach it. So just keep on
Ang
going.
galing. Alam mo, Jul, yun din yung naisip ko. Nasasabi ng higher self mo, ng version mo na lahat na everything na that version has everything. Yun din yung sasabihin. Malapit na din. Sige lang. Sige lang. Konting kembot pa. But malapit na. Because I think you learned a lot of things already, and it's part of you reaching goals is because you learned it. And there might still be a lot of lessons on the way, but you are literally on it. That's a wrap for both of us. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Ay, grabe. Make the edit so good,
Yeah, I'll try my best because it's a long one. It's like worth 3 hours.
Yes,
but
it is.
Thank you for joining us today, because I always wanted to have this kind of conversation where it's serious and you'll be forced to sit with me and talk about everything seriously in full detail. And that's what you did, and you gave it to us. You gave it to me. Thank you, because it puts me back to the memory where we had when we were younger, where everything was easy and nice and happy and fun, but because life happens, a lot of struggles that came in between us, but we're still here standing and now talk like adults. To wrap things up, you know, sometimes life doesn't wait for us to grow up, just throws us into the fire and watches what kind of soul we become, building you, breaking you. Buding, you didn't just survive, you chose to grow. You turned every crack into light, every scar into a soft spot, and every setback into a sacred wisdom. Thank you for showing the world that being soft doesn't mean you're weak, that being young doesn't mean you're lost, and that being the youngest doesn't mean you don't carry the weight. Wherever you are, Dubai, Manila, or in someone's memory, I hope you feel seen today. You feel valued and celebrated in Julia's story. This was your episode, and you made it unforgettable, Buding. I love you. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you again soon.
See you again soon, definitely. Bye, everyone. See you again in Believe It or Not. Bye.
Believe it or not, guys.
Take me back.